Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Michael here. Welcome back to another video on the Rail Fanning 408 channel. Go ahead and if you guys want to follow my main Instagram account, it's Corvette_dude17. Second page is Rail Fanning 408. Then you got my vlogger channel as well. But today in this video, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, it is part two of what's going on with the 6th generation Chevrolet Camaro Z28. And now, last night, I was reading some Google forums, like I always do, about cars, and CarBuzz said that Chevrolet might be prepping the ultimate Camaro. And now I do have screenshots of it. But sorry about that. CarBuzz magazine. Where is it? Aha. Found it. Alright, so what it says here, and I'm doing this video on my phone, by the way, I'm not doing it on the computer because no. Well, it's just gonna take a while. But anyways, as you can see here, Chevrolet possibly is prepping the ultimate Camaro. News surrounding the Camaro has been pretty lately. I have no idea what that word says because my phone screen's cracked. With some reports claiming General Motors will not introduce a 7th generation to replace the current model. Which, I mean, the current model definitely needs to be replaced with the 7th generation. And I heard that Chevy's going to be replacing the Camaro with an electric 4-door sedan, but, no. I don't want that happening. If they are replacing it with a 4-door sedan and naming it the Camaro or something else, put the LT4 in it. Because, that might be a video for another time, but Cadillac, if you saw TFL's video of the new 2023 Escalade testing in the Colorado mountains, it's got the quad exhaust system from the C8 Stingray, so there might be an LT4 under the hood. It's a little spy shots, but we'll get into that later. To replace the current generation model, and others speculating that the muscle car will go all electric. Yeah, no, it won't. As of now, the 2022 Camaro Z01 Coupe is the most powerful and highest performance Camaro variant available. Yeah. With its 6.2-liter supercharged LT4 V8 that produces 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, but still down on power compared to the Challenger Hellcat, and the GT500. Well, GM has the ZR1 for that. ZR1 for that. The Corvette ZR1 was 755 horsepower. And it's way better than the GT500, in my opinion. I'm not really the biggest fan of Mustangs, but I like them. We aren't sure how much longer the current 6th generation Camaro has before GM discontinues it. But it seems like Chevy won't let its signature muscle car go out with a bang. Modern Muscle Car reportedly spotted a camouflage Camaro on a transport truck. This is what I was talking about in my last video that I posted yesterday, with the camouflaged 6th Gen ZL1. That looks similar to a ZL1, but it's not. Camouflage Camaro on a transport truck, looking like a high-performance variant. This no. No. I meant to X that out. This is the spy shot that I was talking about in my last video. Can you not do that, please? Thank you. So, as you can see here, I zoomed in a little bit. Modern Muscle Car's Instagram page posted this image of what looks to be a high performance version of the Camaro ZL1. But you can definitely see a lot of differences here. Now, the rear end is camouflaged with the front half of the car from the rear quarter panel in front of the windshield, as you can see where the camouflage starts, going all the way to the front end of the vehicle that has no camouflage. But we don't know if the front end of the vehicle is camouflaged, because as you can see, the bottom corner panel there is also camouflaged, so that might be going up to the front end and just leaving the body uncamouflaged, because they might not be changing the whole body necessarily. We don't know. But as you can see, the rear end is camouflaged with the spoiler camouflaged, the taillights. But notice how, if you look up a picture of the current generation ZL1, it'll have quad tip exhaust. Real quad exhaust. This apparently has dual exhaust, as you can see right there. Now, I don't know if I don't know what that little thing is next to the exhaust pipe on the right. But it looks like a little, like a little, tow cable or something. But this is looking like it's going to have a higher revving or high output V8 under the hood. I'm thinking maybe the LT5 that's in the Corvette ZR1 that makes 755 horsepower. It can't be the LT4 because that's already in the ZL1 that makes 650. Again. Sorry about that. I'm trying to hold my phone up here and it's not working all that well. But I got lost track because my phone fell. It can't be the LT4 V8 because that's already in the Corvette ZL1, Camaro ZL1, sorry. That makes 650 horsepower. And that motor, the LT4, might be reportedly going into the 2023 Cadillac Escalade. It's because we got some spy shots leaked of the 2023 Cadillac Escalade with the quad exhaust system from the C8 Corvette Stingray with the square tips, if you know what I'm talking about. And it might be the LT4 V8, so GM might be competing. So GM might be trying to compete with the all-new Jeep Grand Wagoneer that just went on sale a few weeks ago with its 6.4-liter Hemi V8, or 392, that has 471 horsepower, that is an SRT-tuned engine because it's also in the Durango SRT 392 and Jeep Wrangler 392. But on the other side of the performance SUVs, on the American side, we got the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat with 710 horsepower from the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, the Hellcat motor, the famous Hellcat motor, that debuted in 2015 in the Challenger and Charger twins, and still selling them as a 2021 model. But the C8 Z06 release date has also been announced. And I believe that's October 26, 2021, if I'm correct. I screenshotted it too, I think. Yeah, I think I'm correct. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But, the C8 Z06 is apparently, I don't know if it's confirmed. I think it is confirmed because it sounds similar to a 458, Ferrari 458, and it also sounds similar to a McLaren 720S with its 3-point-something liter flat plane crank V8. And I'm not really a big fan of the way that these sound. They kind of sound like Igaboo 6-cylinders, in my opinion, but I picked this thing up at a Target. No, not Target, CVS, sorry. And then I saw, if you go to my Instagram, I think it's on my Instagram. No, if you go to my TikTok, I posted it on my TikTok, you'll see that I saw a blue 720S the next day, which is actually kind of funny. Coincidence? I think not. But what I'm saying is, the C8 Z06 and whatever Camaro variant this is, now Chevrolet has not confirmed this. General Motors, Chevrolet has not confirmed whether this is going to be a ZL1, like a high performance version of the ZL1, or the ultimate Z28. We don't know, because GM is definitely hiding something from us, which is this. Because GM canceled, I don't know if you guys remember, but GM canceled a few months ago the Z28. And this is This is the new front end styling of the Camaro SS, the 6th generation. That is that right there, the white one, is a 2015 Camaro Z28, which was the ultimate Camaro when it came out before the 6th gen ZL1, which is currently the most high performance Camaro ever built. Now, the Camaro prototype has a large rear wing that looks similar to the ZL1 1LE package. Absolutely slightly smaller. The 5-spoke wheels are shared with the ZL1 1LE. Yup. And the dual exhaust pipes are currently pre-production according to modern muscle cars. Okay. That's interesting. So it might have quad exhaust. So the dual exhaust that was on that prototype that I just showed you might not make it to full production. If this thing ever makes it to full production, we don't know yet. Sorry about that. According to modern muscle cars, this could be the long-rumored 6th gen Z28. It can be, but we don't know. It's looking like it's going to be the 6th gen Z28. But a few months back, GM apparently canceled it. Now they're making prototypes that can be the Z28. I'm not too sure. Which was reportedly canceled back in 2019. I was right, okay. Yeah. The Z28, the 6th gen Camaro, was reportedly canceled back in 2019. So GM could focus on their electric vehicles. Yeah, okay. No one cares about electric vehicles. I don't. We already know GM let its IROX trademark expire. Okay, we are recording again. Sorry about that. My mom called me because she had to ask me a question about her car. So it might be leaking transmission fluid. I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta film that. The 2010 Buick that I have. So I gotta look at that. I gotta film that for you guys. See what's going on with that old girl. Anyways, we're back. Sorry about that. Now GM. Now, as we already know, GM let its IROC trademark expire, so that name will not find its way to its mystery model. Wait, they ditched the IROC name? I did not know that. Okay. They let its trademark expire. I did not know that. No wonder why they haven't made an IROC model since the 3rd or 4th gen Camaro. Back in like the early 2000s or back in like the early 2000s or the late 1990s. But this right here is the current generation 6th gen Camaro ZL1 that's been on sale since the 2017 model year. Now, it's gotten some updates over the years, but it's not really all that different. The only thing that's different that you could tell apart a 2017 ZL1 from a 2021 ZL1 is the rear end. Front end, still the same. Rear end, this is a 2017 Z01 because, as you can see, this does not have the rear facelift that the 2021 Z01 has. And this is the interior of the current generation ZL1 with GM's older MyLink infotainment system that is pretty damn good. But they have updated the infotainment on the current Gen Z01 to make it more modern with GM's current system, which I actually really like. Now, it's unclear what engine would power the new variant, as the 5.5-liter LT6 flat plane crank V8 in the upcoming Corvette Z06. So it's a 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 flat plane crank that's coming in the upcoming Corvette Z06 or Z06, wherever you are in the world. likely would not work in a front engine application. Actually, it would. It would work in a front engine application because, well, look at Ferraris, okay? They have a flat plane crank V8 up front, like the Ferrari Roma, the Ferrari California, the Ferrari FF, their hatchback thing, their 812 Superfast, which I believe is a front-engine vehicle. So yeah, that's kind of wrong. If Ferrari could put a flat plane crank up front, Chevy can. Nor would the Stingray's 6.2-liter LT2 V8. If we had to guess, it's likely a facelifted version of either the ZL1, of either the standard ZL1 or the ZL1 1LE, probably, with minimal changes under the hood. Not too sure about that. Could be the LT5 V8 from the ZR1 with 755 horsepower, but we don't know. As much as we love to see a revived Z28 with a high revving flat plane crank V8, we doubt GM would invest the development dollars for such a niche product. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that at all. Because, as you saw in that prototype, with the pre-production exhaust tips, the dual exhaust tips, indicate that it's going to have a high revving V8 motor. And I'm a huge GM fanboy, so I do not doubt this is going to have the flat plane crank that's going to be in the upcoming Z06, which is right here. This is some spy shots of the upcoming C8 Z06. As you can see, wow, Z01 coupe. A brand new 2021 Camaro Z01 coupe is $63,000 in 2021. Sheesh. But yeah, that's all that's all we have. For y'all. No, not the Mustang. Yeah. So that's all we have for you with the Ultimate Camaro Z28. Now, my guess is that this vehicle is going to be a high performance variant of the already outgoing ZL1, which could be a facelifted version with dual exhaust or whatever. Or it's going to be the revived Z28 because, well, Chevrolet haven't made a Z28 model since the 5th gen Camaro went out of production. So GM wanted to make something that would go out with a bang, and they made the 2014 through 15 Camaro Z28 with the LS7 liter NA V8 that produced 505 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, that thing was a monster when it came out. Actually, really liked it. And I also heard you can option that car without a radio, apparently. And also, we don't know what's going to be under the hood of this vehicle yet. We got a few speculations that it could be an LT4 with more horsepower. I kind of doubt that. Sorry about that. Or we could do, or they can do, Chevrolet can put in the LT5 V8 that's a more higher revving variant of the LT4 V8, because if you guys heard of the Dodge Demon that came out back in 2018.
Michael?
Yeah.
Mommy's on.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to film something here, and my freaking grandparents keep fucking interrupting me. Shit. Every time I go ahead and film a YouTube video, I get interrupted. I don't know why. But I haven't made a screen recorded video in a while on my phone, so I'm like, I gotta do this. I gotta do part 2 of this shit. So GM could also put in the LT5 V8 that's in the Corvette ZR1 that came out back in 2019 with 755 horsepower and 715 pound-feet of torque. But the fuck? My grandpa screaming at my grandma. Oh my god, that's hilarious. On film too. I don't know if you guys can hear the background. Just if you can, just ignore it. Try to ignore it. Anyways, that says 11 minutes. I thought that said 41. I'm like, wait, why? But if you guys heard it back in 2018, the Dodge Demon got revived back for the 2018 model year, and that was the most powerful muscle car ever built, with 840 horsepower and 750 or 707 pound-feet of torque. I forget the torque rating on the Demon. Actually, I can look it up right now. It's got 717 pound-feet of torque. And it's got 840 horsepower. Now, it says 808 horsepower, but that's only if you don't use race gas. Which, it produces 840 basically all the time, so. Yeah. Now, going back to the... Hold on a second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video just to get where we were. On this screen. So, anyways, GM... So, if you remove the 2018 Dodge Demon, that, Dodge basically took a Hellcat motor, which is the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8, and they put stronger pistons, stronger forged internals, stronger everything, and made it the Demon motor, dynoed it, and then made 840 horsepower. Now, GM, back in 2019, wanted to compete, so they revived the Corvette ZR1 for the 7th generation Corvette, the C7 Corvette. They took an LT4 motor, which is a 6.2 liter supercharged V8. That's based off their truck motors. Well, actually, GM 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8, that makes 420 horsepower, in their SUVs and trucks are actually based off the LT4 platform. So it's based off an LS platform. It's a Corvette motor essentially, just tuned for trucks. That makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Not that impressive numbers, but I mean, hey, it's up there. Not gonna lie, it's up there. But yeah, a Ford making 500 pound-feet of torque with their eco shit V6. No, it doesn't make 500 pound-feet of torque. It's a 6-cylinder. I mean, you could get 6 cylinders like up there in horsepower with like the 3.7 liter VQ V6 from the Nissan G35, the Nissan Ultimas. You could get those like the 1500 horsepower. But like a V6 from the factory with 500 pound-feet of torque, especially Ford, yeah, I don't believe that. And if you want to know why I called the EcoBoost an eco shit, because I hate that motor. I hate the EcoBoost. It sounds horrible, and it's unreliable as fuck. It's unreliable as fuck. Like, Doug DeMuro apparently likes the EcoBoost. How? How do you like an EcoBoost? How? It's a stupid motor. I hate it. Ford said they put it in their vehicles for fuel economy reasons. No one buys an SUV just for fuel economy, or a truck, full-size pickup, or full-size SUV for fuel economy. No one does that. Okay? But GM did the same thing that Dodge did with their supercharged V8. GM took an LT4 V8 and they put They put in stronger pistons, stronger forged internals, you know, everything. Stronger crankshaft. And they put a bigger supercharger on it as well. They put a 2.3 liter supercharger on it. I believe it's a 2.3 liter. The same supercharger that's on the Demon motor, apparently. No, it's the same supercharger that apparently is on the supercharged 5.3 liter of the GT500. So yeah, maybe Ford's using a GM-built supercharger on their GT500. I don't know. So it can be an LT5, making 755 horsepower, or I strongly think it's either going to be the LT5 or the 5.3 liter LS6 flat plane crank V8 that's going to be in the C8 Z06. Now, what we're going to do here is do some more speculating on the Cadillac Escalade. Now here are the spy shots of the 2023 Cadillac Escalade that TFL reportedly caught testing in the Colorado mountains. And Cadillac fans have been wanting... Now, Cadillac fans, or Cadillac Escalade fanboys, like myself, I'm a huge GM fanboy, so I like all the brands from GM. Don't matter. Right now it's GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac. And Buick should really make something that competes against other vehicles, because Buick's just old person luxury. Even though I really like the new Buicks, it's just like they gotta make something that's either competing against the Challenger or the Camaro or whatever. Because Buick built one of the fastest cars back in the 1980s with its GNX. Yeah, with the 3.8 liter turbo V8 that's in the Regal. I forget what that vehicle's called. It's definitely based off a Regal. You guys know what I'm talking about. But Cadillac fanboys have been wanting a V version of the Cadillac Escalade for years now. Ever since the CTS V came out back in 2004, and the CTS V wagon came out back in 2007 or 2010. Excuse me. I actually have one right here, as you can see. Now, this is not a CTS V wagon. Oops. This is not a jeez. Now, this is not a, this is not a V wagon. This is the 3.6 liter, CTS wagon. But I just wanted to show y'all what the wagon looked like. The CTS V looks identical to the CTS wagons just got Just the CTS-V wagon just got black wheels. That's the only difference. And also, it's got a 6.2 liter V8 from the Corvette. I think it's got the supercharged ZR1 engine from the C6 ZR1. Not too sure. But anyways, they've been wanting a V version of the Escalade for years now, and Cadillac might be doing that. We might have a V version of the Escalade, because this is what I was talking about. Here's the back end, and you can definitely see it's a Cadillac by the wheels. Look at those exhaust tips. Those are the same square exhaust tips that are on the current Z8 Stingray. So this might be the V variant of the Escalade, finally. Because GM wants to compete against the Durango Hellcat and the Grand Wagoneer with its 6.4 liter, 471 horsepower V8. And GM reportedly, well, it's not GM confirmed. This is not GM confirmed. We don't know what this is going to be yet. But it's definitely an Escalade. We can tell you that. It's definitely an Escalade. It's going to be an Escalade. But Cadillac GM has not announced anything that what variant of Escalade this is going to be. But all we could tell you is that it's definitely going to be high performance with the quad, with the real quad exhaust. And go watch TFL's video of the of that. So you can hear how it sounds. And yes, I know my wallpaper is a Gladiator. What? I like the Gladiator. Well, I like the Gladiator. It's a cool truck. So, anyways, people reportedly are speculating that it might have the 650 horsepower LT4 supercharged V8 under the hood. It can. It can also have the LT5, but I doubt it. I mean, who needs 700 horsepower in a full-size SUV? I mean, I get it with the Durango because, well, the Durango's smaller than the Escalade. And the Durango's more on the mid-side SUVs of things. That competes against the Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer and the Jeep Grand Cherokee. And the Jeep Grand Cherokee. And the Jeep Grand Cherokee also has the Hellcat motor, the Trackhawk, which has 707 horsepower. Sorry, my friends are blowing up my snap crap.
What did Mommy say was leaking in the car?
Sorry about that. My grandpa just barged in. Anyways, I had to just pause the recording. But yeah, those are the two GM mysteries for you guys. So thanks for watching. And I'm gonna keep doing these GM mysteries for you guys because, well, I don't really know what else to do. And I filmed basically everything you could film on the 07 Frigidaire, which is right here. I got it from the outside of it running. One of these days. I might do it tonight. After I get these videos uploaded. Well, this video uploaded. These two clips, I should say, because I started recording. My mom called me, stopped the recording, and then started a new recording, which is this. And this might be like a 30-minute video of some sort, so. Yeah, so those are the 2 GM mysteries of the day, and this is part 2 of the reported Ultimate Camaro. So now, this is part 2 of 2, but I'm just going to say this is just part 2. Because I want to see what this is. I want to see what variant of the Camaro it is. So this is just part 2 of whatever part we stop at. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.